Hi, video for Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues. The intro and the main technique for the bulk of the song. So the main technique is the bass strum style. The chords E, A and B7. Bass strum style with a plectrum. You pick the bass note of the chord that you're on, and then in this case a down and up strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And there you see I wasn't just picking the bass note, I was picking the bass note of the chord first, the root note, bass note, and then I was moving to another note of the chord, and that's called alternating bass line. And I'm moving, in this case, to the string adjacent. So E string, A string, E string, A string. On an A chord, I'm going to do the A string and E string. I can do the string below on an A chord because that note, that E note, is in the chord of A. There it is above, and there it is below. And on a B7, well, I can go to the D string, so A string is the lowest note of a B7, and then I can go to the D string, but I can also do this. Yeah, I'm moving that second finger from the second fret of the A string to the second fret of the E string, and that's because that note, which is F sharp, I know we've got a capo on the first fret, so I'm referring to everything in terms of as if the capo is the nut, yeah? And I've got a capo on first fret so that I'm in the same key as the song. Yeah, so I can go to that second fret of the E string because that note is in the chord of B7, okay? So that's the style. If you're doing it with bass drum style, if you're doing it without a pick, your thumb is going to be doing the bass notes, yeah? And there's various ways of doing it, but I find it easiest for your thumb to do the bass note, strum down with the fingernails, and strum up with the thumbnail. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What is difficult about that is when you strum up with the thumbnail, and then you have to get the thumb to the right string. Yeah, that takes aim. So after you've done a strum upwards with your thumb, you've then got to aim your thumb to pluck just one string, and that takes a bit of work. So take that slow and don't expect it to come, immediately. Okay, so I'm going to do it with pick. So yeah, the chords for the song are E, A, and B7. We've just seen what you're going to be doing in terms of picking rhythm style. That's on the E, that's on the A, and on the B7, or yeah. Okay. Then for the intro of this song, it's based around a B7 chord. So I would have your fingers in the shape of a B7 chord, fretting a B7 chord, and the intro sounds like this. And then you go to an E chord, yeah? But you saw how that first bit was all based around, I just kept my fingers there in a B7 shape, and then I was picking certain notes of the B7 and then putting in some strums as well in this bass strum style. So what I've got is dun, dun, dun. First three notes I'm plucking the A string, and then the next note I'm plucking the D string, yeah? Then I'm putting in a strum, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that sort of thing. So we've got D string again, back to the A string, and then I'm moving that second finger down to the E string, 2nd fret, and I'm doing a little bend. Bend and release. So you want to hear 3 notes here. First note, the note bent, and then the note released. So if I do it in context again, yeah, and you see when I did that bend, I moved the other fingers off the fretboard because that helps me do the bend, yeah? You might even want to bring your first finger to help the second finger do the bend, maybe not. Okay, so you want to hear, like I said, 3 distinct notes. I would practice it at first, slowly, and think of it as 1, 2, 3. That is 3 distinct notes. And then, of course, they run into each other, so eventually you get that. But think at first of... excuse me. Yeah, so you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? So, first note, second note, third note. Yeah? And then that takes you down to an E. And then the song gets going. And he starts singing over an E. Your next chord is an A. Then I think it goes back to an E. It's basically a 12-bar blues. And finally a B7. And then back to an E, yeah? And you see I was, sometimes on a B7 I was doing this. And sometimes I was going to the note below for the alternate bass note. I actually can't remember what they do in the song. I don't really think it matters too much. I think you having the choice to do either that or that, yeah? You having the technique to do either is the main thing. And then you can choose which you like the sound of best. Okay, so I hope that helps. So that's the intro and the main thing that you'll be doing for most of the song.